Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another story time on the Know About channel, you know what I'm saying? So, hey man, welcome back. I appreciate everybody for clicking on this video. I appreciate all the feedback y'all been giving me on the last couple videos. And listen, if you could give me some more, hit that like button, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, do your thing down below in the comments. Let me know what you guys like and what you didn't like, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, man, I got me a little, you know, I look like the cat in the hat. Alright. So, before we begin, after you smash the like button and hit the subscribe button, I'm gonna need you to grab something to drink, grab something to do, grab whatever you need, because this is a story time. This story time in particular is not one that I like at all. For this story time, I'm gonna give you a little backstory. This story time takes place when I was living with my mom in an apartment in Sunrise, I think, like by Lauderhill, in between like Plantation and Lauderhill. That little, you know, gray area in the middle, Sunrise. That's where we were living. We didn't have a washer and dryer, so we would have to go to the laundromat. The laundromat was probably a block, 2 blocks away. Mind you, I've been to this laundromat a couple times before, so it wasn't anything new to me. We had went there, we're doing our thing, do our laundry, go home, eat pizza, and chill. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. So this particular time that my mom and I we go to the laundromat, we get there, you know, pull out everything that we need. We walk over to the dang laundry machine, the washing machine, throw all the laundry in there. I noticed while we were doing that this one dude kept staring at me, and I didn't really say anything about it because I was, at the time, I was like 15, 16. I didn't really care. Like, I was just like, okay, another dude, you know what I mean? And I was wearing like pretty much what I'm wearing right now. I was wearing like a tank top and some shorts or whatever, you know what I mean? We walking back to the car after we had put our laundry in the machine. We get back to the car, we hop in the car, and then eventually my mom was like, yo, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, I'm gonna go outside real quick. I was like, alright, I'm gonna go outside too, screw it, why not? I go outside, we're sitting on this like ledge on the curb kind of. I remember my mom is facing one way and we're like facing each other, so we're kind of like watching each other's backs or whatever. That same dude that was inside had, I guess, walked out and then ended up walking back to the laundromat, and he had gotten mad close, looking at me as he was walking, like he was just being really weird. And I didn't really pick up on that. Only my mom had picked up on that. And she was like, yo, why is this guy looking at you like that? I'm like, what guy? She's like, that guy. I'm like, oh, that's the same guy. He was looking at me inside too. She's like, oh, he was looking at you inside too? Bet.
Try me, bitch.
We go to the washing machine. We take it out. We go to put it in the dryer. We're loading it into the dryer. I'm loading it into the dryer. I think my mom is just sitting there like watching this motherfucker. We're loading it into the dryer. And dude ends up walking back and walking like right by us again. He walks by us again, and he's looking at me as I'm like huddled over trying to put this wet clothes in the dryer. I'm huddled over, I'm doing this, and my mom snapped. She's like, don't you fucking look at my son like that ever again. You fucking look at him again, I'm gonna fucking cut your da 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 da, and just started going off. And I'm over there like, oh, keep doing what I'm doing before I catch this ass whooping. No, let me stop. But yeah, I put all the clothes in the dryer. She's going off on him like, don't fucking touch my son, don't ever look at him, da 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 da. I was like 16, 17 at the time, so it was sus as fuck. And he walks away, ends up sitting down at a table next to this other old lady, and we're like walking by him. Now my mom is looking at him as she walked by him, but she's not looking at him the way he was looking at me. She's looking at him like, yeah, fucking try something.
Hold me back, man. I'm gonna get this bitch.
Try something, motherfucker. Like, she was on her shit. She was pissed. So yeah, that is pretty much the story time at the laundromat, because pretty much after we had walked away, we sat back in the truck, waited for the clothes to dry, and then I'm pretty sure he ended up leaving, or we didn't see him again, because we ended up going to get our clothes out the dryer, we fold them, we go back to the car, and that was that. We ended up driving off. Hey, since you clicked on this video, guess what? I got a little bonus for you since you stayed till right about now. That has to do with this kind of topic, with just weird motherfuckers trying to like look at kids. I'm 15, 16 years old, say around the same age. And at that time, I had to take the city bus to the bus station to then catch another city bus to the library, wait at the library to get picked up, right? After a few times of doing this, I ended up making friends with a girl who would do the same thing, but she would end up getting dropped off before me and I would get off after her stop. There's this one particular time, get out of school, I meet up with her, we get to the bus stop, we're waiting, the bus comes, we get picked up. She's sitting to the left of me on a different seat and I'm sitting on the right. We end up picking up this dude, crazy looking motherfucker that smelled like he hadn't showered in a god knows how long, that looked like he was just fucked up on some drugs. He ended up sitting in like the seat behind her, looking at her like rocking back and forth, acting really sus, acting really weird. And then I was like, ah shit, here we go again. We get off at this bus station, and by that time I'm like sticking with her because I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on here. Let me try and, you know, be the man in this situation and step up, you know what I'm saying? So I start walking with her, right? And I'm like, don't worry, like, that guy's fucking crazy. She's like, oh, I hope he doesn't get onto the same bus as us, you know, like for the next stop. And I was like, yeah, I hope so too. We get off that bus immediately, go to the bus that we need, which was like number 12 bus, whatever. We get onto that bus, and then this time I'm sitting in the aisle seat while she's sitting in the window seat. I'm sitting in the aisle seat while she's sitting in the window seat, and then everybody starts to get on, and we're thinking like, okay, this guy's not about to get on. This guy's not about to get on. No way. Lo and behold, the last motherfucker on that bus was the dude that was already eyeing her up before. And listen, her and I weren't in a relationship. Her and I weren't anything more than friends. I wasn't like, oh, like, why are you looking at her? Da, da, da. You know what I mean? Like, I was just thinking out, because I'm thinking like, damn, bro, this guy doesn't look like he knows where he's going. He looks like he just along for the ride. You know what I mean? So, sitting in the aisle seat, she's sitting in the window. Buddy gets on the bus and starts walking towards us. And then he sits like, he's seen me, and he sat like 2 seats in front of us, right? He sat 2 seats in front of us. And then I'm thinking, okay, he's not gonna bother her. But then I started thinking like, damn, what if she gets off at this stop and he tries to get off with her? Then I can't let that happen. I'm gonna have to get off at her stop too and walk her ass home, cause like, I can't, come on, bro, I can't let that happen. We end up riding. We're riding for a minute. I don't think I had her number at this point. I ended up grabbing her number. I was like, yo, give me your number just in case something happens. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, shawty, give me your number just in case. You know, you never know. She runs the idea to me like, yo, like, what if he gets off at my stop and follows me? I'm like, listen, don't worry about that, because that's not going to happen. I'm going to walk you home if he does. End up getting to her stop. I get up. She gets off the bus. Buddy in the front didn't get off the bus. She was the only one that got off the bus. I'm sitting on this bus, and I'm like, okay, well, we're driving away from her, so she's good. But now I'm thinking like, ah, shit, what if he gets off at my stop and tries to do some shit with me? Because, oh, nah, I can't have that. I can't have that. So, I'm sitting on this bus. I decided to get up and go to all the way to the back of the bus to keep an eye on everybody in this bus to see what is he about to do. 2 stops away from my stop, and all of a sudden, he starts looking around for the girl. Because the first thing he did was look back at the seats, and then when he looked back at the seats, he was like... And then he turns around, he sees me, and I'm just there like... Turns back around, and he just keeps looking straight, and just keeps like... Like he was doing some weird... He was like rocking back and forth and stuff like that. Like, he was doing all types of stuff. Boom, we hit my stop. As soon as we hit my stop and those doors open, I'm sitting there for a second. I'm like, let me see if he even tries to get off of this bus, right? I sit for like a couple seconds. He doesn't even move. I'm get up and run off the bus, bro. I run off the bus. I'm looking back at this bus like, this motherfucker better not get off. And he didn't, thank God. Bus took off. Hey man, that is 2 story times in 1. The second one was for those of you that stayed to the very end. And for those of you that stayed until this moment right here and now, I love you. I appreciate you 100%. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this story time, the 2 in 1, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be back with another one and another one and another one and another one after that, you know what I'm saying? Every single week, every single month, I'm going to be trying to post something, you know what I'm saying? So, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, and share. I appreciate it. If you fuck with the vibe, hit the subscribe.